Let's see. Trying to figure out how to work the phone here. Gilles in UK?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
Hello, Don. Hello, Jenna.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm
Want to discuss the existence of a creator?
Yeah.
Do you have any evidence for that?
Okay. I want to acknowledge the evidence. The creator, in my opinion, is the biosphere.
The creator is the biosphere?
Creator of what exactly?
The biosphere, or the ecosystem, the system that creates plant lives, life organism that we are part of.
Do we have to worship the biosphere?
No. I'm not talking religion here.
Okay.
I'm talking observation.
So you're talking more specifically about the creation of life on this planet. Is that correct?
Yes, and it's either call it a creator or an engine of creation. It is the most fantastic nanomachine ever known to man.
Sure, and I do have an issue with the creator word because that seems to imply agency,
personification.
Right,
mm-hmm.
right. But I mean, I like your other term, which was
biosphere.
Creation engine.
I'm okay with engine of creation if that's what the way you want me to express it.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at it, we deal with it every day. And it's the actual mystery of life.
So what is the biosphere?
The biosphere is also known as the ecosystem. It's everything. It's the engine of creation. It's what has, from the beginning, what created plants, plant life, animals, insects, everything that is alive today. The creator of life, if you like.
So there is a little bit of a circularity here. I wanted to point out that, if the biosphere were different and created life, it would still be the biosphere. And if it were different and didn't create life, it would not be the biosphere. And so you're sort of defining the biosphere as the thing that created, but you're not necessarily pointing at something that is kind of on its own. You're defining it in terms of the fact that it created life, right?
Yeah, as something that has happened at some point in time. That in spite of all our scientists, we comprehend it to a point, up to a point. But there are still many mysteries to explain out.
Right.
So when we're faced with this. What I call an nanomachine or engine of creation. Are we dealing with a self-generating computer program, a phenomenon?
Wait, are you calling the biosphere a self-generating computer program?
Yes, when you talk, isn't it what the DNA?
You think that the ecosystem of our planet is actually a self-generated computer program?
You could view it like that.
Why would you think that? Why should I think that?
Why? If you look at how it constructs life, you take a plant, for instance, and it produces leaves, it produces stems, and it does it at molecular level.
So what's that got to do with the computer program?
Because it's based on DNA.
DNA provides a recipe that orchestrates the development of living tissue and that sort of thing, and I don't know if it's worth investing a lot of awe and wonder in it beyond the sort of awe and wonder of the fact that it does something pretty cool. I don't know that we need to sort of imbue it with other magical sort of capabilities beyond what it's doing, right?
Yeah, I'm not talking about magic here. I'm talking about observation.
Okay.
Of what's happening. There's something happening that we can observe every day.
What's happening?
Something that is observable and predictable.
What's happening?
You have plants. You have very sophisticated.
We have life, right?
Organisms. Sorry?
Are you talking about life happening every day?
I mean, don't you acknowledge the high level of sophistication that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm confused.
So what does this have to do with atheism? That's what I'm kind of missing the point here.
It doesn't. The fact that I'm an atheist does not prevent me from acknowledge the existence of a mechanism that could.
Okay.
So you're trying to validate atheists in that we see the trees too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not,
Okay, so I'm sorry. I just had no idea where you were going with this. You're just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's so much about this planet that we can learn that is fascinating that we don't need to say, oh, there's magic behind it.
Yeah, I'm not making that claim. What I'm saying is that I'm just expressing humility in front of something that is. Take for instance antibiotics. We play chess with this phenomenon every day. I mean, our scientists do it. When we created antibiotics, over a certain amount of
antibiotics. Mm-hmm.
Antibiotics.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Over a certain amount of decades, after using, and that's something that saved many lives and has cured many diseases, it has come up with superbugs. So it's like it's responding. It's giving. It's responding to what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I'm asking these. I'm asking myself these questions. I mean, I call it a computer program because of its level of sophistication.
But I define a computer program as a program that works because a computer is making it work.
Yeah, there's a designer involved there, and
I'm not talking about the designer. Nowadays, I mean, computer can actually self-program. I mean,
like a self-designed computer program. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's like The Sims, but we didn't make it.
So I would agree with you that as atheists, there are a lot of things to be, to have a sense of awe and wonder about in the world, and certainly biology is a big one. The cosmos and all the astrophysics stuff is another big one. Yeah. Mathematics is very cool and interesting too. And we all, I guess, agree that we don't need a God for that. And
no.
I think I feel like when I go to New York, I go to the Science Museum there because that's kind of my pilgrimage place, And so I feel like that's something that I want to go sort of pay homage, although there's nothing there to pay homage to exactly. But I certainly have those feelings myself, and I think properly directed, we can, we can appreciate the complexity and intricacy of the universe and try to learn more and try to take better care of it, like our planet, using those things.
But what prompted some of my thoughts is when many years ago I went on a holiday in Wales in a place called Lampeter, and I stayed in a bed and breakfast there, and in the dining area, where I was having breakfast, by the window there was this magnificent plant. I didn't know what it was, but it looked absolutely healthy and beautiful. And I asked the owner of the hotel what plant it was, and he told me it's a money plant. And she said, "Well, do you want to shoot at that plant?" And I said yes. And she gave me she wrapped it up in a piece of newspaper, put some peat at the bottom, and I took it home with me. So when I arrived home, I just found a pot and I planted it and I nurtured it and I watered it. That was in 1982, and I still have this plant, and it's grown, magnificently. It's a tree now.
Wow.
And not a money tree, but it's...
you can call it that.
No, it has yet to give me, foreign currencies or anything like that.
Right.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Thanks for calling.
But it's just, so it's just that over the years, it's just produced this. Without all I've done is just gave it water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has produced this this plant. And moving on to another aspect of what we could call, I'm sorry you don't like the word creation, but when we go to sleep, the brain creates a virtual reality world where everything that we know is created from scratch.
The subconscious.
The whole process is absolutely. We take it for granted, but it's absolutely.
It's fascinating.
Jaw-dropping. Yeah, fascinating.
Yep. The brain is certainly something to be have awe about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Gilles, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you go. We've got some other callers to go to, but I do appreciate your call.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.